Hey Sagittarius, welcome to my channel. For those of you who are new, welcome. This is Earthchild Tarot. Welcome to my space. For those of you who are returning, it's good to feel your energy again. Welcome back. So this is your Mercury Retrograde reading, Sagittarius. Okay. Sorry guys, I just want to make sure no disturbances are made while I'm reading you guys, because there's always some type of disturbance. But also bear with me with the noise. There may be still some more construction going on. So let's get into your Mercury Retrograde reading, Sag. What I see already, and what I'm going to do differently, Sagittarius, is I'm going to shuffle through the cards as I speak to clarify the three cards that are here for you, just to give you guys a little bit more insight into what you guys can expect during and even after Mercury's retrograde and its effects on you and your sign. So this is for all of you who have Sagittarius in your chart in some way, shape, or form or degree, okay? Sagittarius, what I can see already from your reading is that you guys connect very closely with your masculine energy, okay? That's something that's been brought to the forefront. Some of you all crave a healthier masculine influence in your lives, whether it be through because of a father figure, because of an ex. That's for some of you. Some of you all are a lot of you, if not all of you, are very, very independent. And it's because of this masculine energy that's coming through with your energy. This masculine energy can, in some ways, cause you to close off your minds and see things from a very masculine perspective. And it's something that has been built within you all from a very, very young age. You guys are go-getters. You guys, some of you all have moved. There may be a father figure that Mercury is going to, or an Aries. It doesn't just have to be a father figure. There's a masculine energy. It could be a female as well, but there's someone who embodies this masculinity. They are the epitome or the foundation of what you consider to be a healthy masculine figure. The number 9 is strong here with you guys. The bottom of the deck, we have the nine of stones, which represents tradition. So there are those of you who traditionally, some of you all are very traditional. I get that sense. You guys are very old school, some of you, and even for those of you who are younger, you still have like this old school mentality based on how you lived, possibly. Some of you all have moved from a different country, and some of you all have a father figure. It could be a mother or a father, but I see strong masculine energy here, very traditional energy. Some of you all are dealing with an Aries, or you have Aries in your chart, but this is attached to your masculine energy. So with the 6 of arrows here, which is the 6 of swords in traditional tarot, this is a transition. Some of you all have moved in order for you to open up your own business. Now the 9 of Pentacles, as I was showing you here, it does represent independence. It represents opening your own business or working to open your own business, right? Isn't because Sagittarius, there are those of you who may have had or still have a father figure or some type of parental figure who is very traditional, or they're just very closed off emotionally, and it in some ways has been instilled in your psychology and in your personality to be this way because you feel that this is the only appropriate and proper way to be in life in order to amount to anything. Some of you all are lacking this masculine energy in your life from this father or mother figure, and you in some ways had to compensate for that. So Mercury's retrograde is going to bring this energy to the forefront for you guys, because strong masculine energy here. Yeah, we have the Wheel of Fortune, change. Mercury is going to bring about, some of you all are not open to a certain change. There's a lot that's changing. Saturn is in retrograde as well. So there are a lot of things that are changing that you may not necessarily be open to, Sagittarius. For some of you, especially if you're a father, okay? So let's see what the Six of Arrows is speaking about, because it's speaking about moving towards change. You don't have a choice in this. You can't backtrack. You can't make a U-turn. This is it. Change is here. You accept it, or you allow it to cause you to remain stagnant. The Wheel of Fortune, this is good change, but for some of you, you may not be open to it, okay? We have the King of Arrows here, so some of you all are dealing with an air sign, an Aquarius in particular, but it can be an Aquarius, Libra, or Gemini, but it can be any sign. You guys, let's try to get one more card out to clarify this. You guys are very staunch in your behavior, some of you. Some of you, or you have a father figure who is like this. Some of you all have a father or a mother figure or any type of parental figure when you got something happened where you guys may have moved, or maybe they moved a lot as a child and they just had these traditional ways of living life that maybe in some cases emotionally you project, subconsciously or consciously, right? But there are others of you who are this King of Arrows. You guys are very, very staunch, very strict, not really emotionally involved in your lives. You feel emotion, but expressing it is not your cup of tea. You feel it's not in your best interest to express how you feel. Yeah, we have the Nine of Arrows here. So Sagittarius, you're dealing with someone here. They may be an Aries. They may have Aries in your chart, or you have Aries in your chart. Could be in a relationship with someone who has Aries in their chart or air in their chart. But yeah, we have the Nine of Bows at the bottom of the deck. Sagittarius, you are someone in your lives have committed to misery. They've committed to their fear. Because the way they were raised, or maybe the way you were raised, Sagittarius, and this is what Mercury is going to bring to the forefront. The way someone was raised, either you or someone else, they were raised to put their emotions aside. You or someone else. And because of this long-term responsibility they feel they have to their protection and security of, within themselves, they do not understand how to show you how they feel or tell you how they feel, or maybe you feel you don't have those options or that ability. But there's change here, Sagittarius. You could be the person that is changing someone, and you're bringing in this love into their lives, this feminine energy into their lives, and they may have a wall up every single time. Or this can be you, Sagittarius, where there is someone who is bringing this love into your life, this feminine energy, and you're just like, I don't like that. I don't trust that. I don't trust you. Some of you all may feel you have to know someone for a for a few years before you actually trust them 100%. I feel that there are those of you who are willing to joke around with this person or willing to spend good time with this person, but you're not necessarily willing to open up. For whatever reason. Okay? It's got a strong wall up, Sag. You or someone else. So we have the green man here. This is Aries. This is father energy, husband energy, masculine, the primary masculine energy here. So let's see what the green man is saying to us, why the Emperor is here. Once again, that strong male energy. Doesn't matter what your gender is. If you embody this energy and you've projected this energy primarily, you know, within your relationships and connections with other people, Sag, Mercury is going to pinpoint that. It's going to make a mark on that energy so that you don't forget, so that you can address it. Mercury is not going to let you forget about this energy. Okay? Some of you all may not have received the love from a certain person. It could be a father, someone who neglected you or betrayed you. And because they failed so badly, this is for some of you or one of you. Some of you all have a parent who may have failed you, if not both of them, who failed you when you needed them the most. And again, when they failed you so much that you just realized, this person can't do anything for me. I have to do it for myself. Some of you all feeling like taking care of yourself and loving yourself is a stupid idea, or there is someone that you know who just doesn't believe in that. So we have the Queen of Arrows. Now we just had the King of Arrows. Now we have the Queen of Arrows clarifying the green man or the Emperor. So this can be a feminine figure. This can be a mother. This could be someone who's older than you, okay? This can be some of you all out there, Sagittarius, who are men. If you're a man, then you're someone who is willing to cut someone off immediately the moment that they show you that you can't trust them, or the moment you feel you can't confide in them. But I feel, Sagittarius, if you're a male and you're looking to cut somebody off, you know, or you're just so ready to cut someone off because they just don't share the same ideas as you or have the same ideals, be careful of that. It doesn't necessarily mean that they're not trustworthy. Now, if those of you who are in abusive relationships and you know that someone is shady, definitely cut them off. But if someone is just genuinely being themselves and they're doing the best that they can to be good to you, and you're just like, nope, you know, I don't like this, I don't like that. Why do you do this way? Why do you do this that way? Sagittarius, you have to open your mind. And if it's not you, it's someone else that needs to open their mind to you and recognize that, you know, that you mean them no harm. There's some of you all are dealing with someone who does not want to hold themselves accountable, and they would prefer to neglect you and betray you and make you feel low and dismiss you instead of treat you with respect, because it's easier for them to mistreat you because they may feel within themselves that they're not worthy of love, right? For those of you who are women, you guys may have a tendency, yeah, it's a challenge for you guys. We have the Two of Stones. So emotionally, you feel it's a lot to handle certain things, or there's someone in your midst that feels they're not talking about it. We have the Insecurity card. We have the Seven of Arrows or the Seven of Swords. So someone is not being honest about something. Someone is not opening up about something, and Mercury's retrograde is going to cause these things to be brought to light. If there are those of you who are women and you identify as being a woman, you may have a tendency to run away from someone because they're just not giving you communication, or they're just very masculine, or just not what you expected from a partner or from a friend. Or if you're a woman, male, it doesn't matter what gender you are, whatever you identify as. Some of you all have a tendency, if there is too much of a challenge in a connection or in a relationship, you're out. Because some of you all may be older and you just feel like it shouldn't be this hard. I'm not putting up with that, okay? But even though that is definitely appropriate, it's proper, it's nothing wrong with you thinking that way, because people, if they're old enough and you're adults, you're above the age of 18, then you should definitely, you know, act like adults, and, you know, the person should be respecting you, right? But it seems like for some of you, Sagittarius, you may have a tendency to feel like every single time something weird or something is shady or off to you, to your perspective, you know, it may not be weird to other people, but it may be weird to you. And it could be based on how this parent figure raised you. You may have a tendency to fight a lot with people, or to have some type of quarrel or argument with someone. You may feel like someone can't do good enough by you, or they can't give you exactly what you want, and you may have a tendency to cut them off or to be snippy with them, or this is vice versa. This can be the other person. Mercury's retrograde is definitely going to bring this to the forefront for you, where you can be very hurtful, Sagittarius, or someone else can be very hurtful to you, and it's just this they haven't tapped into self-love. And it's pretty much up to you guys to work things out between you and this person, okay? And if this is a father figure, you have to work out certain energies within yourself to understand how to open your heart and your soul and your mind to a brighter perspective of masculine and feminine energy. Ooh. Sorry, it's 2 cards. Yeah, okay, so we have the green woman, which is the Empress, Taurus energy. It could also represent Aries. So we have the Emperor and the Empress here. Green man, green woman. So, yeah, like I said, male or female. Some of you all are dealing with 2 parents, or your parents yourselves. Bottom of the deck, we have the Stag, which represents Leo. It represents the Strength card. We have the Page of Stones here. So there are those of you who, you use your words a lot. Some of you all have very sharp tongues, or you're dealing with someone with a very sharp tongue, okay? And you may have inherited this from your parents or from a grandparent, where you guys are just very snippy, or you're very, very feisty, and you do not stand for any type of nonsense from grown adults. Some of you all pay very, very close attention to people's reactions and actions to what you say or to what other people say and do, and you're just really, some of you all are really nitpicky, and you're just like, no, I don't like that, I don't like that, I don't like that. Or that's okay, I'll let that slide, but I don't like that, you know. Or this could be someone else who's watching you, and they're kind of like having these thoughts, and, you know, it could stem from their family, where they may feel like, oh, well, this person's doing this, so I need to do this, instead of actually communicating and opening their heart and mind to you. So it can be vice versa, you guys. So there, with the Stag card coming out of the bottom of the deck, definitely you guys are very confident. You guys are done with the BS, but don't let it cloud your judgment, you guys, okay, during Mercury's retrograde. Mercury is trying to help you to just lighten your hearts a little bit, and understand that, you know, if you're evolved more than someone else, that person is going to take some time to get to where you are. Yeah, some of you all may have had parents who used you to get what they wanted because you were a child. I don't know what that means. I don't know. We have the 6 of Stones that wanted to show itself, so... this is equal give and take with the 6 of Pentacles in the traditional tarot, but in this deck it represents exploitation. So I feel like that you guys want an equal give and take in relationships for sure, and you want it to be some of you all are perfectionists. That's what I'm getting as well. That's the umbrella term I'm going to use for you guys. You guys are perfectionists, and if things are not done a certain way or said a certain way, you are pissed and you don't want to have anything to do with that person. Doesn't mean that you're going to break up with that person or that you don't want to have anything to do with them for the rest of your life, but for that day, you're just like, you know what, I'm done with you. I don't want to talk to you today, you know, And that person could genuinely just be being them, or they just haven't evolved, you know. Yeah, so we have the Page of Bows here. Moving forward, new discoveries, childlike energy, okay? It's Leo. Some of you all are dealing with a Leo. A Leo who's younger than you. They're not childlike, but they bring this childlike energy to your life, this, you know, bright energy. But there are those of you who, I feel like you need to embody that energy. So now we have, last but not least, out of the tarot, we have the 9 of Cups, the 9 of Vessels, and it represents generosity. So Sagittarius, I feel that there are those of you, you're ruled by Jupiter. You guys are very generous people. You guys are very expansive. You guys want to expand yourselves, your finances, your work. But remember, Sagittarius, that you want to expand your awareness. You want to expand your perception of life, your perception of yourselves, your perceptions of relationships, gender, money, masculine and feminine energy on a spiritual level. Why is the 9 of Vessels? Oops. Yep, Sagittarius, come on. The King of Bows or the King of Wands here. Snakes, you know, they have a bad rep in certain folklore, but snakes, they see in a different perspective. They see on a deeper level. They don't see on the surface like we do. They see within heat signatures. So you have to read energy. Don't read based on what your parents taught you to feel about life and people. Okay, some of you all are very particular. You're very staunch in what you believe. Yeah, we have the 3 of Stones here. It's time to start working together with the universe. It's time to start working together with your partner. It's time to start having those wow, yeah, we have the Ace of Bows here, you guys. It's time for teamwork. It's time to get in sync with the universe. It's time to get in sync with your partner if you're dealing with someone else. Or there's someone who's going to become in sync with you and start working with you. You know, your generosity is going to pay off, but you have to be generous with your emotions. You can't just be generous with your money or with what you have or with your home. You need to be generous with your emotions and learn to express them. Be happy with what you have. Be happy for where you are. Be happy about being alive, instead of begrudging where you are and begrudging your relationship. Dude, this is for those of you who are in a happy relationship. The person loves you, but they may have issues. But if they have really bad issues and it's an abusive relationship, you shouldn't even give it your time, okay, you guys? So don't think that I'm saying to give like an abusive relationship time. But Sagittarius, if you're in a happy relationship or the relationship is not as bad as you may think it is, wow, yeah, we have the 8 of Bows and the Sagittarius energy again in the Lover's card. It's time to share our hearts. It's time to share our hearts. The cards are just throwing themselves at me. Yeah, we have the High Priestess here, so there's a need to be patient, Sag. You need to be patient with someone, or someone needs to be patient with you. You can't just share what you have and expect someone to understand. Oh, you're a good person. No, you have to be generous with your emotions too, because if you're not generous with your emotions, how is this connection with other people or your family or your friends going to move to the next level, right? So, yeah, we have the 4 of Arrows. You're tiring yourselves out, Sag. It's time to lay your hearts to rest, or someone else needs to lay their hearts to rest and love themselves and use that feminine energy. The High Priestess here is someone who just goes with what the universe wants. She only consults the universe. She consults the spirit realm. She's patient. Okay, be patient with your loved ones. Be patient with yourselves. Be patient with your significant other. Does this mean put up with their bad behavior if there is any? No, don't put up with their bad behavior, but understand as you step away from them or distance yourself from them, you may need to understand, okay, how did I contribute to this or not contribute to this? What can I do better? Okay? I see good things happening for you guys here, Sag. Like, your work, your money. Maybe some of you all are going back to school. If you're trying to manifest something, your emotions needs to be healed. If you're trying to manifest something physical. You guys are a nurturing energy. Be a nurturer, not just financially, not just with what you have, not with your belongings, not with the physical, with the spiritual and the emotional. And again, Sag, if this is vice versa and this is someone else, Mercury is going to cause them to come back around or cause you to reach out to them. And they're going to finally realize that they have not been generous to you as much as you've been generous to them. You know, this can be a father, a mother, family member, right? So, last but not least, we have your oracle messages. We have keep an open mind from your romance angel oracles for your relationships with others and yourselves. And it says your soulmate may differ from your usual type and expectation. So Sag, you may have someone, it could be a soulmate can be a family member, it could be your parent, it could be your significant other, it could be a friend, a coworker, a creative partner. This is your soulmate, okay? For those of you who are single and you're looking for someone, keep an open mind. Don't look for your typical, you know, what you're used to or what you're raised to believe was what a relationship was supposed to be or what a person was supposed to be like in a relationship. Sagittarius, you have to keep an open mind about this person because they're way different than what you were expecting, or they're way different than the people that you would hang around or give your time to, but they're your soulmate nonetheless. Okay, like again, if you're in an abusive relationship, not okay. Okay, if this person is abusing you, you should not be patient with them. Okay, but if you're happy and you know you guys tend to see things through with this person, you got to be patient. Let them evolve. Let them transform. And also be patient with your own lives. Have an open mind when it comes to your jobs and how you go about manifesting money or manifesting good health and beauty and love in your life. Be open-minded about the love that comes to you. Doesn't matter where it comes from, right? And then we have King of the Darkwood Elves. And it says authority, credibility, and status. So Sagittarius, some of you all want to surmount, you want to amount to this. You want to be this masculine energy. This is an energy that means well, but they're a no BS type of person. There may be some of you all who will come in contact with someone, maybe a counselor, a teacher, your own father, or some type of masculine figure, could be male or female, who is going to maybe try to knock some sense into you or give you some words of wisdom, but it may come to you in a very objective way, but it's going to be the truth. Okay, Sag, for others of you, you're the person that you're dealing with, there may be a masculine energy who is going to come to them and talk to them and get them to understand, hey, you're not really treating Sagittarius right, or hey, you need to start loving yourself better, right? There may be a deity or some type of spirit guide who also may come through Sagittarius, okay? And kind of create this reality check, okay? So keep an open mind, you guys. Love yourselves. Let transformation take place. Let the spiritual evolution take place, okay? All right, I love you guys. Happy retrograde. Much love and light to all of you, and I wish you guys the very best of luck on this journey. All right, take care, guys. Bye.